Hey guys, Rich here with another Halo 3 action figure review. Well, I guess today it's really a Halo 2 action figure review because this is the Series 8 Halo 2 version of Master Chief. And, you know, when this figure was coming out, I wasn't really sure I was going to like it. I saw the prototype pictures, weeks ago, and I don't know. I wanted it because it had the brute plasma rifles, but I wasn't really sure about other than that because there's so many different other versions of Master Chief. What made this one just so much more important and relevant to make instead of, say, the Combat Evolved Master Chief, who is in the Mark V armor and was entirely different visually than he is in Halo 2 and Halo 3. Yet they made the Halo 2 version. So I wasn't really excited about it. I was a little bummed out. But I gotta say that after getting this figure out and everything and just seeing him compared to other figures, I can't really believe I'm going to say this, but I actually think this might be my favorite figure, not only of Series 8, but my favorite figure out of everything right now. And the reason for that is, okay, let's compare him to the Halo 3 Master Chief. All the Halo 3 Master Chiefs are the same, but let's compare him anyway, side by side to see. One thing that really sits out to me really quick is that there's something about the Halo 2 Master Chief. He looks a little bit bigger, like muscular-wise. Like his body seems a little bit bulkier than the Halo 3 Master Chief. Which, obviously, they're Spartans, so their armor is supposed to amplify everything about them, which is great. But the Halo 3 Chief, I don't know, I've never really looked at him and thought, yeah, that's a Spartan. Obviously, in my mind and, imagination or whatever you want to say, yes, he does represent the Halo 3 Master Chief very well. But he doesn't quite fit what I would think of as a Spartan. And, I mean, when you compare Johnson to Master Chief, clearly Master Chief is taller, Master Chief is bigger. Obviously the suit's going to make him look a little bit bulkier because, the suit takes up, it covers their body, so it's like an extra layer of skin on top of it, and, plus the padding for the armor. But I don't know, it just didn't seem the same. But when you compare it to this Master Chief, this, to me, looks like a Spartan. If I imagined a Spartan, walking or running in a battlefield or walking down a hallway or something, I mean, that, to me, is what a Spartan would look like, And when you read the books, it's not just they're a Spartan and they're in armor. They actually are big, They're giant individuals. And I just think that in comparison, this just is not Master Chief. This, get out of the way, Johnson. This is Master Chief. And I know some people are going to heavily disagree with me, but this is my opinion. And, I caught it just in time. And I just think that this is got to be like my favorite figure so far. Time will tell, obviously, if I run into problems with him, but right now he's my favorite. And I'm not one of those people who like, I got a new figure, now it's my favorite until I get another new one, and that one's my favorite. No. I really, like, for the longest time, my favorite figure was the blue and white Guardian 2-pack Mark 6 Spartan, because blue and white are the colors that I use, and it's Mark 6 and everything. But, this is, like, an incredible figure. And to top it all off, he has the same articulation as all the other Chief figures. His head doesn't go up a whole lot, though, like up and down. You can see it, but, I mean, it doesn't really go up and down. But he also comes with brute plasma rifles, which were in Halo 2. And if you don't know, if you've never played Halo 2, the difference between a regular plasma rifle and a brute plasma rifle, other than the color, is that the brute plasma rifles actually did more damage and would would overheat faster. So while you could do more damage, you had to also deal with your gun overheating more, so you had to be more careful with your shots. But it was just kind of a little bit cool difference in the two. But we haven't had brute plasma rifles in the action figure line until recently. And I think McFarlane did an incredible job with this figure. I am very glad that I got him. And I recommend that anybody who doesn't already have a Master Chief or who wants a real Master Chief, like a really awesome Master Chief figure, buy this guy. Buy him. Seriously. He comes with 2 brute plasma rifles, obviously. And they both come with the pegs to put them on him. However, there is one thing that kind of bugs me, is that while he has 2 dual-wielding weapons, he has 2 weapons, and they both come with pegs, And in the box, the pegs are actually in the guns in a way that, like, if you took the guns right out of the box, you could put them in both of the legs. He doesn't have a left thigh peg hole. So it's just like, why? Why don't you give him the left thigh peg hole? Please. But that's just something that always kind of bugs me, because when I do stop motions and stuff, I like the more options I can have and the more upgrades to a figure I have means the more I can do with the figure. But this figure is incredible. He has the same peg holes, though, like in the butt, backside, and then the back and the right thigh. And he has all the improvements that all the other figures have had so far, with the new joints, having like the cog joints, you see there, like the cog joints. And then his hands are actually on a swivel, which I know some people don't really like, but it makes the figure, I don't know, seem a little bit more accurate to me. But I don't know. And then he also has the mongoose legs, which I was kind of worried about, because like the mongoose Spartans are notorious to their legs loosening up really quick, but I don't know, something feels different about this one, that his legs are tighter. Like they're not just going to loosen right up on me, which is great. So I think that so far, not only is the sculpt of this figure really good, the joints are actually improved as well. One thing, though, is with his paint scheme, it is really flat. There's not a lot of variation in his armor, and that could be because there's a lack of detail, because in Halo 2 they couldn't do as much detail because it was on the original Xbox system. So this is a really good rendition of Master Chief back then. But the only thing that else is the visor seems a little flat to me. Maybe if it was a different shade of gold, or if they did a black wash over it. That's not a big deal. Most people will never care about that. That's just me. I'm just, being objectional about everything on the figure. Overall, this guy is incredible. I am so glad that I bought him. And I should be ashamed of myself for even doubting for a moment that McFarlane could pull off a really awesome figure. And now it's just fallen. So if you want to see any of my other Series 8 reviews, you can look down below the video in the description box. I'm gonna go cry though that this fell over. Medic.